Hi. It's been one of those days, folks. One of those days. Come on. Got beer hat. I had this stupid thing forever. It was hanging on something, and I just put it on my head. I really don't actually want to wear it no more. Back in my Cobra his hat. Did I show you that, guys? I made me another one. Yes, I'm a punk. I like to wear my hat. I wore my hat backwards since I had my Slayer hats and Suicidal Tennessee hats when I was in high school, worn backwards. I don't understand why it makes you a punk, or people are like, oh, they wear their hat backwards and they're just Steve. I'm just me. I probably am a punk. I don't know. Anyway, these are the USS Flagg stickers. So I got some new stickers to put on. The reason I got it was because of these, because the 99 was completely just bubbled up and destroyed. I want to try to fix the ones that are bad. If the rest of them are not that. That one on the very back, that one looks pretty good. But the 91, the reason I got the 91 one was really, really, really bad. It was all bubbled up, and then there's one right here, the G.I. Joe in here, don't really look too good. A lot of these are kind of maybe a pain in the arse to put them on, making my stink face. So did I mention I had a crappy day today? I did. Anyway, now it's back to happy time because I've got toys in. Back to happy time. Can't wait for happy time because I don't like what's crappy time. I don't like crappy time. I like happy time. We got Kansas and Air Supply, the Temptations, and Sheena Easton, and Taylor Dane, and Tiffany. Wait a minute, is that Tiffany? I remember her. I think my sister used to listen to her. That's funny. They're doing some concerts or something here. I think they just tried to shove paper in here to protect these, but I really honestly don't think you can really hurt them, I don't think. I could be wrong. You could hurt him, maybe. I don't know. All right. I got 3 figures here, I do believe. All with a card. That's cool. We got one's sci-fi, one's Airtight, and one's Blowtorch. I've actually tried to get a couple of these off this guy before, and he never did answer, so I canceled my order. But then the guy had got back with me and said, "Hey man, I've been really bad sick. I'm sorry." And I said, "Well," he said, "You still want them? I'll send them out to you." I said, "Well, I already kind of reordered one." So I said, "But I do still want the, I think it was Blowtorch." And then my dingling, but I looked at that one. I just looked at it real quick, and I thought, "Oh, that's Copperhead." And then I went back and looked at it. I was like, "Wait a minute, that's not Copperhead, and it's Airtight." Which I am not, like I said, I'm not an expert. I just seen the. That's what I thought was what the guy was, Martin Watson. Blowtorch. Like I said, I remember these guys always being on the cartoon too. You know, probably wasn't real big eye. I think they were more big in the comic book, I'm gonna guess, than they were maybe on the cartoon. I think Blowtorch was always kind of on the cartoon, kind of as a. I mean, he was on there, but he never was like a. I don't know. To me, there was like certain ones that were like a staple character, like, you know, Flint and Lady J and Duke and Scarlet and what ones I want to say, like, oh my goodness, daggone it, why can't I think? Mutt and Junkyard and Spirit and Freedom, Shipwreck. I feel like they were always on maybe like the first season, and then the second season you kind of see more. Oh, and Alpine was always, I think, on there too. Alpine and yeah, I'm not going to go into this that deep. Then it seemed like Roadblock, but then the second season it seemed like Mutt and Bazooka and ones like that wasn't on there all the time like it was on the second season. I think it was, but like I said, I can't say her. I'm not gonna say her name all that. So that's what I remember. You know what I mean? Once again, I don't know, but this one right here looks excellent. Oh, excuse me. He could probably use an O-ring. That's Airtight. He looks like he's in pretty decent shape, man. I'm going to say once again, it just looks like I said, a lot of people got these and never played with them. Airtight. Kurt was a kid who could hold his breath the longest. He was also the kid who had the largest collection of plastic dinosaurs on the block. He was a weird kid who grew up to be an even stranger adult. It takes a mighty weird person to walk into a cloud of toxic gas strong enough to fill a mutant weightlifter cockroach wearing a protective suit built under the contract for the government. Airtight is an unreformed practical joker, seizing powder, plastic barf, whoopee cushions, the whole bit. No pranks. It's too low for him. You think that other Joes would hate this guy, but they don't, because when the bad guys escape the firefight and start playing dirty, it's all Airtight who suits up and wades into the thick of it. What did it say? He's primary specialist, CBR, chemical, biological, and radiological. Yeah, like I said, I couldn't really remember what he did. I just remember Airtight on the cartoon. And I always remember Blowtorch being on her. Yeah, Blowtorch always being on there too. I want to say he kind of had. Did he have like a? Like I said, these are like, I think this is some wild colors, man. You know, they're on the battlefield glowing in the dark. He feels like he's pretty. Once again, he looks like he's in excellent condition. Yeah. He looks like he'd be in excellent condition too, man. Like I said, that ain't going in his hand. No way. No way that's going in his hand. Yeah, the backpack ain't staying on either. And we got sci-fi. I remember sci-fi being on the episode where Sergeant Slaughter took him to the sci-fi convention, and they were trying to get some kid in a wheelchair. He was supposed to be really smart. I remember that episode, and he was kind of on there because that's the reason they took him, because he was, you know. And then they got in a big fight, and everyone was like, "Oh wow, this is the best," you know. What they call it, what they called it on the cartoon. This is the best, you know, it's ever been. It looks like a real fight. And they're really fighting, because it's really, you know, bad guy, you know, G.I. Joe versus Cobra. He's in, like I said, he's in terrific shape too. Kind of looks, like I said, they all. And then here's his stuff. This is sci-fi stuff. Comes with this little backpack here. Then he comes with a gun with a little. These guys all got like a little quarter, I'm gonna say, and then here we got Airtight, and he comes with. Not real sure what that is. And then he's got a backpack here. And then he's got some wall looking. I don't know what that gun is. I'm gonna say the gun is broken. I don't know what's going on right here. That's whatever that is barely hanging on. And he comes with a cord too. Some kind of little hose, cord hose. Then Blowtorch. He's got him it looks like he's got a acetylene torch on him on there. It looks like he's got him a flamethrower. Like I said, I remember all these guys on the cartoon. I think Sci-Fi was supposed to be like one of the originals or something like that, I'm gonna say. I think he was more like the comic book, maybe kind of on there a little more than he was. More important, I'm going to say more important, more on the comic book, maybe than the cartoon. I'm not sure. But it just seemed like some of them, like it seems like the one that were kind of more of the iconic characters, I think on the comic wasn't on the cartoon maybe as much, maybe I'm wrong. Does that seem like anybody else, if you remember? Like I said, I've never read the comic book, so I don't know. I've got, like I said, I've been reading the Inner John Universe comic book where they're kind of retelling G.I. Joe's story with Transformer. I do have the big giant. I done a review on it. That's supposed to have like the first 50 G.I. Joe comic books. I want to read that thing so bad, and I never do. When it comes to reading, I'm not a huge, excuse me, reader person. I drank that one too fast. Now I got the burps. I'm not real big on reading. So anyway, there you go, man. Really good. These are really good figures. Like I said, I think he might need an O-ring. These are all really good. I should have got my stands. Like I said, I don't think none of the guns are fitting in any of these guys' hands. Like I said, once again, I do not understand. Oh, that one went in there. That one went very good. Let's see which one was it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. That just looks like somebody's, like, I don't know what in the world they did there. There's no way that was made. It looked like they twisted it and broke it, but it just never actually fell off. The more I play with it, the more it's gonna fall off. That's what my mother told me. Keep playing with it, it's gonna fall off. Oh, for fun. Anyway, there you go. Oh. Let's see if we can't stop. And they're out of there. Anyway, I guess I always forget I should grab the stands before I even start. But anyway, there you go, man. We got Airtight, Blowtorch, like I said, and Sci-Fi. The USS Flagg stickers. Ooh. There we go. We'll leave it at that. Peace. Have a good day. Here's for me to have a better day than I had at work. I'll see you later. Peace out. Try this again.